What's good, YouTube? It's your boy AyCartii, and in today's video I'm gonna be bringing y'all tips in this game. It doesn't matter if it's inside of this game, outside of the game, doesn't matter if it's shooting, dribbling, defense, all types of tips in this game that are going to break the game for y'all boys. Alright, you should be able to be way better. You should get way better after watching this video. It should not even be close. You should improve massively after watching this video. Okay, so make sure y'all boys drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications if you have not already. Go ahead and look at these clips we got running in the background. I mean, I'm just a dog, bro. I'm a dog at guard, small guard, tall guard, lockdown, popper, inside center, big. It doesn't matter. I'm a dog at every single position on this game. Alright, so let's get right into this banger. Comment if you're a new sub so I can say thank you, and let's get right into this video, boys. Let's get it. Alright, so I have watched a couple different videos, okay, now, and I've pretty much formulated a list of about 12, 13, 14, 15 different things that are going to make you immediately better in NBA 2K24. All right, boys, now one of the first things I feel like we should go over is the art of shooting facility. Okay, if you were really struggling to hit your shots, I wouldn't really come in here just yet, because most of the time you're gonna have cold zones. Now, I've seen in a couple videos people talking about the art of shooting. You can come in here and get rid of your cold zones, but in my opinion, you only get 2 of these a week, so there's no point to come in here and waste your time and get rid of cold zones when you should be turning your hot zones into lethal zones. Now, if you're a guard, I'd recommend the 2 wings, turning those hot zones into lethal zones. If you're a popper, I'd recommend the 2 wings as well. But if you're like a spot up lockdown type of build that's going to sit in the corner, obviously put your lethal zones in the 2 corner. Okay, but I personally wouldn't come in here and just, you know, try to get a cold zone to normal to neutral, or get a normal neutral zone to hot. You only can get lethal zones through the art of shooting. So, you know what I'm saying, you can get a cold zone, you can get a neutral zone, you can get a hot zone from playing park. You cannot get a lethal zone from playing park. So what I'd recommend is I would go up to the top of the map. All right, so what you're gonna want to do is pull up the top of the map. All right, and then you're going to go all the way up to the top left, and there's going to be a court called the Sunset Park Street Ball Court. And what I'd recommend you doing is going ahead and checking what hot zones you got. Check your hot zones, see what you need, go to the art of shooting, press the left little start button, and it'll show you what hot zones you got, and it should be red. If you do not have, you know, hot zones everywhere, and it's somewhere that you want a lethal zone. Now, if you have a hot zone in the left wing and the right wing, you have them nowhere else, but those are where you want your lethal zones. So you can go back into the art of shooting and just put your lethal zones on, and make sure you go to the street ball court and get your hot zones. Okay, because you can get a lot of stuff from this street ball or Sunset Park court. I will be talking about that. But yeah, the art of shooting is definitely something that you boys need to be taking advantage of. It's not even close. Now, the second thing is your shot timing visual cue. Okay, I see a lot of people go from jump to push to set point, back to push, back to set point, back to jump, back to set point, back to push, back to set point. And it's like, dude, you're never gonna be good if you don't just fucking chill. Just breathe, my boy. Breathe in. Let's take a deep breath together, okay? Now deep breath out. Alright, chill, dog. You know what I'm saying? You go back and forth like, dude, relax. Okay, I rock with jump only. Okay, jump on my guard, jump on my center, jump on my lockdown. In my opinion, it's the best one in the game. It feels the smoothest, it's the quickest. I like it the most. I don't really notice, and people always say, oh, it's like very early from last year. No, this is not very early from last year. This is just the smoothest version of the jump shot visual cue, in my opinion. I know a lot of people that couldn't shoot. People were like, hell no, I'm never putting on jump. Even, bro, one of the dudes I play with the most, Chad Brins. Okay, praise Chad. Alright, you know, we started a little new clan called Praise. If you want to join, hit me on any of my socials and get right. Okay, but yeah, man, like this dude couldn't, he was struggling, bro. He was always a good shooter, struggling a little bit. I was like, dude, can you just trust me? Can you put on jump? And he was knocked down. Alright, but the number one thing I would tell you to do about your visual cue though is find your personal preference. Okay, it's all personal preference at the end of the day, but I do think jump is the best. I do think jump feels the best, but it is personal preference at the end of the day. But do not switch it around, bro. Find the one that you are hitting with. Okay, it feels decent to you, and practice. You can practice in the art of shooting, practice in the street ball court, doesn't matter. Alright, now the next thing I'm going to talk about is getting lane steals. There's a lane steal glitch. Okay, this is going to improve your game tremendously when you're off ball playing defense. Okay, All you have to do to get lane steals in this game, and this is probably gonna get patched if I don't keep this on the low, if I don't keep this low key, this shit is gonna get patched. So I gotta be low key with it. I can't be, you know what I'm saying, we gotta whisper. All you want to do is spam up on your right stick when you're in the lane. I don't even want to tell you this because I don't want to play you. I don't want to play you if you do this. It's just gonna piss me off because you're just gonna get every lane steal if I throw a bad pass. But because most of the time people's reaction times aren't good enough and it normally gets through if you throw a bad pass. But with this method, you just spam up on the right stick when you're not. You can't be too close to the ball handler. If you're too close to the ball handler, you will close out. You will jump at him, which is kind of a downside to this. I'm hoping that's why they don't patch it, because it does penalize you if you're too close. Now, if you're off ball sitting in the corner, there's no reason you're not spamming up on the right stick the whole time. Don't hold RT. Just sit there and boom, 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 boom. Spam up on that thing, okay? That is going to be very, very glitchy for y'all boys, okay? Let's move on to the next thing. Alright. The next thing, this is also another defensive tip. Don't jump on defense, okay? There's the paint defense is, you know, I don't really think interior defense is a good attribute. I just think paint defense is so good. I think with the 25 paint defense, as long as you're decently tall, it's more about your height than your rating. If you have a decent height and a decent wingspan, all you have to do is hold your hands up, unless someone's just a lot stronger than you can just throw you out of the way like a post scorer. But all you need to do is hold your right stick up and literally pray. Alright, hold your right stick up and literally pray that you get the rebound. That's it, because you're gonna get stopped by just holding your right stick up. There's no reason to jump. You're gonna clamp shit up that way. There's absolutely no reason to jump, okay? Now, the next thing is we need to talk about is turning your shot meter off. Now, you do get a 20% boosted green window when you turn your shot meter off, so you need to make sure your shot meter's off. Now, I completely understand, you know, for example, if it's a brand new 2K player, he's not just going to turn his shot meter off. Now, if you're a brand new 2K player watching this video, I probably would recommend the meter for a minute. But once you feel like you know your jump shot, it's time to go, because you're gonna miss shots with the meter that you would normally green without the meter, because the green window gets a boost. So I'd make sure that you are at least practicing and getting ready for the day where you cut that meter off, because bro, I mean, it's time, dog. Take the training wheels off, man. Take them off, man. Take out the training wheels. I could show my nephew how to shoot without meter, bro. And you know what I'm saying, it just runs in the genes. We just real snipers out here, real deal snipers. But you know what I'm saying. Alright, now another way to actually get good at this game is to practice your dribbling. Alright, now personally, I like to practice in the art of shooting. I like to practice on the street ball court. However, the street ball court's a little faster, and the art of shooting is not really accurate delay of what you're going to be playing in game. So what I like to do is I like to go to the Gatorade facility and practice my dribbling there. Okay, I like to practice my dribbling in that place. And you also can invite some of your friends over there, and you can actually practice and feel what the game speed's actually going to feel like. Feel what the delay is actually going to feel like, because if you go to the art of shooting and then you come back to the Gator facility, the delay and everything is just going to be so much worse, and I don't think it's really worth, you know, practicing in the art of shooting if the delay is not going to be accurate to how it is in real game. I think Gator facility is probably the best, although I will admit it is kind of annoying at times. Now the next thing is your drills. Now you get a lot of badge progression when you do this. Okay, so I'd be making sure 100% that you're doing your drills. You get body type upgrades, as you can see. You get body type upgrades, you get different things, you get boosts to your badges, all different types of stuff. Gatorade boost. Now I'm superstar 2 or starter 2, so I don't have to worry about that. I unlocked that just recently where I don't have to worry about it, but I still like to do it for my body type and for the stars on my body type. That is the whole reason why I do it personally. Next tip I have for y'all boys is to watch the top players in this game. Now I'm gonna be honest, like especially for these events that have come out, I will watch them. If it's an event that I don't know how to play, like this Cages, that is a top 5, it is a leaderboard event, I have been watching the people on Twitch that are grinding it, that are on the leaderboards. I'm like, all right, what are you doing? Let me just copy you, because what are you doing? If you're so good, why can't I just copy it and replicate it and obviously put my own twist on it? But why can't I dominate like you are? And the answer is you can. A lot of these YouTubers are posting videos trying to help you. Right now I'm literally posting a video trying to help you, trying to make you better. So a lot of YouTubers want the views, they want the people to watch, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really understand though if they're bad. That's kind of the worst thing. That's kind of tough, man. I ain't gonna lie. If I wasn't good at this game, I wouldn't know what to do, because I know there's a lot of YouTubers that lie to you. Now I personally don't lie. I personally don't just post anything just to post it. I tell the truth in all my videos. I tell the honest truth the whole time. But you know, some people, they just be posting and post. Like I see some builds and they're just cruise. Now I might post a lot of builds, but they're all good builds. I don't post terrible builds. I mean, I just don't. I don't post terrible dribble moves. I don't post terrible jump shots. Everything I post is 100% legit, good. I know it for a fact. It's tested. You know what I'm saying? I don't BS when it comes to that. Now you got to filter through that though. So if you don't really like a build, or you don't like what this dude's saying, and you feel like he's not knowledgeable, or he didn't show enough clips, or whatever, you don't really believe him, he's not credible, then you know what I'm saying, just be wise with who you trust, but make sure you're watching YouTube to improve, or watching top players to improve. Okay, YouTube streamers, doesn't matter, just watch them. Don't just sit there and be like, oh, W in the chat, good win, good win. Watch what they're doing so you can be the one getting those wins. Watch what they're doing. I watched so many people when I was first coming up on 2K, just trying to figure out, all right, what am I going to do here? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? How do I get better? What do I do? All right, that's really what I was focused on the whole time. Now, probably one of the most important things in 2K, and you know, is just communication. I don't play games where I don't have communication, especially if I know I'm going to be playing sweats. Now, most of the time I play with my teammates so much that, you know, like one of my friends, Chad, praise Chad Benz. This dude, I've been playing with him since 2K16. We can literally go deaf and we would be able to win games. It's consistent right now. We wouldn't win them as much as if we weren't deaf, but we've been playing for so long and our chemistry is just so strong. I know what he's going to do at all times. He knows what I'm going to do at all times. That's how it is for people that play a lot together. I have a couple other people that are like that. Communication is so key though. So if you're not like that, where you can just read each other's minds, you need communication. You need to be able to talk to your lockdown. If you're a center and you're on the threes or something, if you're a guard on the twos, you need to tell your center when to slip. Be like, all right, I'm on the left side, I'm about to run right, I'm on the left side, you're on the right side, I'm about to run to the left, and then you're gonna run to the right and just slip straight down. Like, that's the type of stuff that you need to be on the same page for, because if you miss it by half a second, you will regret it and it will bite you in your ass. It's 100%, no ifs, ands, or buts. I already talked about the street ball court up at the top, the Sunset Park street ball court. Make sure you're going over here and making sure you're doing this, because it is a accelerator glitch, it is a my points glitch, it is a badge glitch, it is everything all in one. And that's why I personally really love it, because I mean, you can just dominate here, just dominate and dominate and dominate, and you're gonna get badges fast, you're gonna get progression fast, you're gonna get hot zones fast, all types of stuff, bro. That's very, very important. I mean, I just don't think there's another method. I don't think there's another method in getting all your stuff fast. Badges, overall, acceleration, or accelerator. Yeah, no, there's not another method that's gonna get it as fast as playing the street ball court. That's for sure. Now, the next thing is make your build to perfection. Okay, now I'm just gonna be honest. There's a lot of people on the top 10 leaderboards that could have a little bit better build. In my personal opinion, I would keep, you know, figuring out that builder, because I don't feel like it's too hard. I feel like I pretty much mastered it, especially in the guard aspect. You know, I'm trying to figure out how much acceleration matters, because I see a lot of people now going with 77 acceleration. So I'm trying to see how much acceleration matters before I really commit and do something totally different. But definitely make your build to perfection. Okay, don't make a bunch of builds. I've already made like 7 and I only use like 2 of them. So don't sit there and just settle. All right, make your build to perfection. Make sure, all right, this build right here, I'm definitely using it all year. I'm gonna do my best. Now, there's something crazy that happens where you just need to make a new build, but there should be nothing, unless it's just something broken, that you need to make a whole nother build of the same build if you master it the first time. That's the problem. People don't master it the first time. They make one build and like, oh, I could have got a little bit more steel. They make another build and like, oh, I shouldn't even upgraded my steel. I should have got more interior defense, a little bit more dunk. That type of stuff you got to avoid. Okay, now the last thing is jump shot boost. Jump shot boosts are so important in this game. It's not even close. You cannot shoot without them. That is why I think they're so important. Now, that is it for this video. Click on the top 2 videos. Click on one of them. There's a subscribe button in the middle. Click on one of the 2 videos in the top left and the top right. Let me know if you have any questions. Hit me on any of those socials that you see at the top of your screen if you were confused at all. And that is it for your boy. It's AyCartii, man, and I'm out. Comment if you're a new sub. Like, subscribe, turn the notifications on if you have not already. Streams coming soon, loading, and I'll see y'all boys in the next one.